Now, the final of the men's 200 meters T11 features the champion of the 100 meters here, Andrei Koptev. All four in this final are regular international medalists. They'll be doing well to keep themselves in any way dry here. Timothy Adolphe, unfortunately disqualified in the semi-finals of the 100 meters yesterday because his guide alongside Cedric Philippe false started bronze in the 400 last year at the World Championships in Lyon. Gerard Descarreda, bronze on the treble in 2011 at the World Championships in Christchurch. Gautier Makunda, bronze in the 400 at London 2012 and silver in the 100 in Athens 2004. And the man who has won the 100 meters here and was in the gold medal winning 4x100 meters relay team for Russia in Lyon at the World Championships last year, Andrei Koptev, who's guided by Sergei Petrochenko. This is for complete visual impairment. All the athletes are totally blind. Lucas Prado of Brazil set the world record in 2008, and this category, men's and women's, dominated by Brazil. So they will be poster boys and girls ahead of Rio. Petrochenko, Simone, Mortez Alcaraz and Philippe are the guides, respectively. It's Koptev in 1, Makunda in 3, Descarreda in 5, Adolphe in 7. As the athletes are set into position by the guides. This is the T11 final of the men's 200 meters. A couple of goals already for Koptev in his career. Can he add another one and his second of the week at these European Championships? Koptev, Makunda, Descarrega, Adolphe. The final of the men's 200 meters, and the arm is up of Makunda in lane 3. So we'll have to have a reset. One of the two French finalists in this decider wasn't settled. They hadn't been called into the set position. They were ready.
Well, you can guarantee the guide of the other French competitor will be very careful today.
I think he'll have to be. We've had a few mishaps with guides, and we saw a silver medal lost for Spain as a result of a guide crossing the line ahead of the athlete in the 5,000 meters earlier today. Extraordinarily, after all that. So Makunda being reset back into position by Gautier Simone. They're both Gautiers, Makunda and Simone. So recap of this men's 200 meters T11 final. Koptev of Russia in 1, Makunda France 3, Descarrega Spain 5, Adolphe of France in lane 7. Now they're away, and Adolphe and Philippe getting off very well in lane 7, and Descarrega for Spain also in lane 5 in this men's 200 meters final. Now they straighten up. Makunda's running, looking very ragged, but does that give him a little bit of extra speed? Descarrega's going well in 5. Adolphe might be on the way to victory here in the 7. It's Adolphe in 7, Descarrega in 5. It's going to be tight! And the guide's got it right this time. Adolphe in 5, Descarrega in 3. Looked very close to it to me. And Adolphe might have got it right this time, having been disqualified from the semi-final of the 100. And Adolphe has got it. 23.90, 100th of a second clear of Descarrega. So many bodies on the line, but Adolphe managed to pull it out, and Koptev takes the bronze for Russia with Makunda, who put his hand up to reset. He wasn't settled, and that certainly was the case during the race. But just have a good look at Adolphe on this near side. Descarrega alongside, and he just pushed up, and he just got it by 100th of a second with Koptev in 3rd place. Immensely close, and complicated by the presence of the guides, of course. He dipped very early to the Spaniard. Maybe too much so. It was a double dip. He dipped maybe 10 meters ahead of the line, and He was, well, I'll use the word misguided, though not necessarily by the guide. Adolphe picked it absolutely right. He was in tears after the 100 semi-final yesterday, but he got the dip absolutely right here. And Timothée Adolphe is the European champion. So decided by a dip at the right time, and by 100th of a second, Adolphe wins for France. Descorrega second for Spain, Koptev third for Russia. Second, Adolphe wins for France. Descorrega second for Spain, Koptev third for Russia.